going on, everybody? How is everybody doing on this fine Thursday afternoon? We are going to be reacting to up, down, or sideways Colin Cowherd'S Colin Cowherd on which NBA teams have made wow, I can't read, the best off-season moves. I haven't reacted to a Colin Cowherd video in a minute, but if you guys enjoy these, drop a thumbs up. I would really appreciate it. Like always, I will leave a link in the description below. So I'm going to be either agreeing with him, disagreeing with him, and then also I will have my free agency grades out tomorrow on the main channel. Really, there's still a couple free agents that haven't been signed yet, like Kelly Oubre, like Kawhi Leonard. I can't remember who's left in free agency. Well, if I was subscribed to the JustBallin.co newsletter, I would know the best remaining free agents. So it's Kawhi, Dennis Schroeder, Kelly Oubre, Josh Hart, Reggie Jackson, Lauri Markkanen, Paul Millsap, JJ Redick, Lou Will, and Andre Iguodala. The link to join that newsletter is in the description below. Monday through Friday, I'm going to send you guys an email every morning of really updating what's in the NBA. Like I had every single free agency signing. We have the top remaining free agents. We got like waivers and buyouts, who was in that. We have a meme in each one, and then news like the details on the 5-team trade, LaMarcus Aldridge returning, etc., stuff about Imani Bates, who's reclassifying, and then the Olympic scores. And then a fun fact, and today's fun fact was number 13 overall pick Chris Duarte. He's 24 years old, and he's older than Jason Tatum, Brandon Ingram, and John Collins. They're all 23. So, yeah, without rambling on about the newsletter, let's get into this. I can't hear what's going on. All right, here we go.
Jersey Mike subs, be a sub above. You give me the team, and I'll say with free agency, are they better, the same, or worse?
All right, you ready?
Yeah.
Are the 76ers trending up, down, or sideways?
Well,
all right, well, start off, I'll give mine. I think they're sideways. I mean, they brought back Danny Green. They swapped Howard for Drummond. I wouldn't really say it's a loss there. I think they should get better with the Ben Simmons trade, so I would say sideways.
it's incomplete, but I'd say down. They brought in Andre Drummond, so can Andre Drummond play with Joel Embiid?
I forgot Georges Niang.
My question
Okay.
is this. Andre Drummond has the same issue that Simmons had. He's a terrible free throw shooter, like 47%. So
this guy's going to be playing 10 to 15 minutes a night. What?
and by the way, Drummond and Embiid had a rivalry. At one point, Embiid called him a bum in the last couple years. So now it's incomplete. They trade Ben Simmons. In a week from now, it could be different.
Okay.
Are the Bucks trending up, down, or sideways?
Sideways. They're the champs. I mean, they kept Bobby Portis, who did some really nice things in the playoffs. They lost P.J. Tucker and Bryn Forbes, but George Hill arrived. George can hit three-pointers. Veteran, smart guy, been in a lot of big games. Rodney Hood, a little bit inconsistent, injured a bunch. I feel like you lose a little toughness with P.J. Tucker, but I thought Bobby Portis, his youth, his size.
His youth?
Same team.
Isn't Bobby Portis like... How old is Bobby Portis? Because isn't Bobby Portis like 28? Or maybe I'm just completely wrong, but Bobby Portis' age... Or he's 20... He's 26. Oh, he's a lot younger than I thought, because I guess he was the... Jeez, what draft class was he? 2014? Now I'm curious. Or was he 2013? I think he was 2014. No, he was 2015. Jeez, I'm just embarrassing myself.
Team, very good team.
Are the Bulls trending up, down, or sideways?
Massive up, especially in the East. I thought they totally redid their roster. Lonzo Ball's getting better. He's only 23. Caruso had the highest defensive rating for any Laker last year, and he can hit a three. DeRozan, last 8 years, 20 points a game. And remember, in March, they went out and got Nikola Vucevic, who gives you 22 a game. He's a legit big. This is going to be a very athletic team. Legitimate, modern, big. A lot of guys.
Also, that's not what Joy Taylor is her name. It's a new girl over there.
They can shoot threes, improving players. I like them a lot.
It's going to be fun to watch.
Yeah.
Are the Heat trending up, down, or sideways?
The Bulls.
Heat got me trending up. Yep, they added brought back Victor Oladipo, added PJ Tucker and Kyle Lowry. Yes, they lose Dragic, and it looks like Precious Achiuwa, but trending up.
Massive improvement. People forget this too. Victor Oladipo got hurt last year. He's been an Eastern Conference All-Star. He returns. So, and when you bring in Kyle Lowry, that allows Jimmy Butler to play off the ball. What happened?
All right, you're probably wondering what that bang was. I'm an idiot, and I ended up dropping this hockey puck. Sorry about that, if that really hurt your ears.
To Jimmy Butler last year. He got tired by the end of the year. So Kyle Lowry not only runs the point, but he allows Butler to play fewer minutes and off the ball. It's not as exhausting an experience. They get the toughness of P.J. Tucker, the experience of Markieff Morris. Kendrick Nunn is they inconsistent player, not much of a lot. I think the Bulls and the Heat are now fringe Eastern Conference contenders.
So are the Lakers trending up, down, or sideways?
Well, I don't.
They got to be trending up, I would say. I mean, you added Russell Westbrook. You did lose some guys in that trade in KCP, Kuzma, and Montrezl Harrell. You brought in Melo. Malik Monk was a great signing. You brought in Kendrick Nunn, Wayne Ellington, Trevor Ariza, Dwight Howard. I would say they're trending up. Yeah, they had a good offseason.
Like all the moves, I would say sideways, though, because I do think Westbrook supplements them in the regular season. But first of all, just look at all the moves. So the chemistry, so many people out. Kyle Kuzma and Dennis Schroeder can play. I know nobody wants to admit this. So I thought they got older. I thought they got worse defensively. They got a couple guys who can hit threes, but Malik Monk's not getting major minutes in the playoffs. I'm sorry, he's not. So
I think he might. On this team, it's going to be LeBron, AD, we'll say Carmelo, we'll say Russ, obviously Russ. And then the other guy, I don't know. I think Monk has just as good of a shot as Bazemore and Ellington to be on that
dependent.
team.
The reason I give him a sideways and not a down.
Ariza's kind of done. He's old. He's not the defender he once was in Houston a couple years ago. You're not going to have much defense. Might as well just throw some more shooting out there, Malik Monk, because you're not getting much shooting out of Russ. You're not getting much shooting out of AD, just kind of what he is, I guess, or at least how he was last year. And Melo, we'll see what happens with him, but Melo's not great on the defensive end. So it's going to be interesting, their crunch time 5 lineups.
Down is, it's totally dependent on LeBron and AD, and because they both get a really long off season, I think they'll both have really strong seasons.
Are the Knicks trending up, down, or sideways?
Sideways. First of all, Kemba Walker, knees. He played the fewest games he's ever played. Struggled to play back-to-backs last year. So, and Evan Fournier is a nice player, but you paid a fortune for him. I look at the Knicks, who averaged 97 points a game in the playoffs, which was easily the lowest. They needed major juice. This is not major juice. It makes them a better version of themselves. But as the Bucks will be good, the Nets should be better. The Heat are better. Chicago's better. That doesn't mean you win a playoffs here. Atlanta should be better. So I think the East has a lot of teams that got better. I think the Knicks will be a better version of themselves, but they were one and done and got exposed very quickly in the playoffs.
Okay, then so are the Nets trending up, down, or sideways?
Can't disagree. Again, disagree. But hey, if you're looking for that offensive firepower, Kemba Walker and Evan Fournier is not a bad way to start. You added Quentin Grimes. You're hoping to get a little bit more out of RJ this year, and or maybe not Randall, but even Burks or Rose, because Rose was great in the playoffs. But I think this was mentioned on the Bill Simmons podcast. Once you have to rely on Derrick Rose playing him 30 plus minutes a night and him taking every shot, he's going to get tired. He's not conditioned like he once was to do that with all his injuries and his age. So I think adding Evan Fournier is really huge for them. And Kemba Walker, it's such a low risk signing. I think it's a 2-year deal worth $19 million, so the remainder of his $37 million contract or $74 million contract, the 2 years. I'm not sure if the second year is a player option or a team option, but it's a low risk potential high reward signing.
I would say slightly up. Patty Mills can shoot threes, more of what they do, but Patty Mills, a nice addition. And again, the reason I think they're up is because I don't think Kevin Durant will miss as many games, and I don't think James Harden will come into the season completely out of shape. Harden, before this year, had never been a guy that was inactive. He always plays. So last year was weird. Harden tries to play himself into shape in a condensed season, gets hurt. That's not going to happen again. Kevin Durant, condensed season, more games, shorter time. Kyrie Irving, I don't think is going to be there in a couple of years, but I think Brooklyn is slightly better. And by the way, they re-signed Blake Griffin, and that helps. He played well in spots.
He did. Are the Pelicans trending up, down, or sideways?
A lot of people are crushing the Pelicans because they lost Lonzo Ball. But remember, Zion's getting better. And what they basically did is...
No, I think the Pelicans were one of the biggest losers because you gave up a first to get Devontae Graham, but you didn't get a first in the sign and trade for Lonzo Ball. Thomas Satoransky doesn't make you that much better. Devontae Graham doesn't. I don't know. I loved what they did with the Griffin Adams trade. I loved them getting Valanciunas. I loved them getting Trey Murphy. But for free agency, I guess it's NBA offseason. I would say they had a great trade, a great draft pick in Trey Murphy. That's an up move. Down move is what they did in free agency. I guess that evens out to a sideways.
We're going to give the ball to Zion, and he's going to run point or have the ball in his hand. I think that makes them a
What, Colin?
better team. They added Devontae Graham with the Hornets, decent three-point shooter. But to me, as Lonzo gets better, I can't downgrade them. As Zion gets better, I can't downgrade them because they lose Lonzo, because Lonzo was probably taking touches from Zion, who should really control
and
this
what do you think Devontae Graham's going to do? Oh, that was a terrible take. Actually, asinine take right there.
So
that was bad.
It's a sideways, but I think they're a borderline playoff team.
And Lonzo will facilitate. I mean, Devontae Graham's a good facilitator, but Lonzo Ball, I would say, is better. He's a way better defender because you need some defense in that lineup. Wow.
Exactly what they were last year.
Are the Suns trending up, down, or sideways?
And I say this as a compliment, sideways. They didn't get worse. They added JaVale McGee, which is a body. They're small. They needed a body. I say sideways. They're probably sideways to slightly better because they added size. Landry Shamit's a nice little player. Chris Paul, though, is a year older. Devin Booker and DeAndre. You know what? If I had to redo that, we can't do it live. I would say slightly up, not sideways.
Yep.
I'm good
on that.
That's not a bang. I mean, you won the West.
Yeah, I mean, okay. Campaign, absolute steal of a contract. Like, the fact that Campaign was so good last year, and, he's getting paid, $6 million less a year than Taylor Horton-Tucker, $5 million less, which is kind of crazy. I think that's a steal. So, yeah, let me know what you guys think of this down below. Let me know if you guys enjoyed by dropping a thumbs up. Like I said, I'll have my free agency grades coming out very soon on the main channel, either Friday or maybe Saturday. We'll see what happens today if, Oubre or Schroeder sign. Not looking like it's happening anytime soon, but I think I'll probably grade those today. So, yeah, thank you all for watching. Hope you guys did enjoy. I love y'all. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.